Hello everyone, it's Rose here. So this is the promised follow-up to my last update where I'm going to be answering some questions, some Q&A, because it's been quite a while since I did my last Q&A and didn't get too many questions, so wanted to do some fan questions answering. Also, I realized that I've been MIA, and I did a lot of stuff has happened in the last couple weeks, going from good to bad to terrible to just plain busy. Um, so I did post that, for those of you that didn't see it, I did post that my videos are going to be on hold, and I may or may not be legally obligated to not disclose why that is. So, that's pretty cool. That's also pretty cool. I can't really elaborate on that anymore, but it's really cool. Some of you already know what I'm talking about. Um, I really won't be having time because I'm completely and utterly obsessed with this side thing that I'm doing currently. But I do have the occasional time to do a video or two, which is why you've seen a couple of Resident Evil 5s, and I might be able to squeeze a couple more in. But aside from that, going on, I actually have a sick family member right now that's been difficult. So haven't really been in the mood to be making let's plays, if you know what I mean. Not really, like, I just haven't really been my usual cheerful self because of that, so please understand. Next. Okay, right, let's get some questions. I'm sure I'll remember one of the other things that I needed to say next, if I just kind of keep going. So I forgot to write down who said this question, but do you have any favorite video game character? Do you have a favorite video game character? Oh, video game character. Well, I really love Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. I mentioned this before, but I just, probably because of nostalgic purposes, I really love Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. Um, yeah, yeah. Yeah, those are probably the first two that come to mind. How old am I? You can actually check that out on my channel page if you take a look at it, where I have some FAQs too. I just turned 24 this year. Yay! How big is my house? Wow. It's one, two, three, 4 bedrooms, I suppose. I mean, well, not I suppose. I know. It is 4 bedrooms. It's, right. Yeah. Anyways, let's see. Live in Southern California, for those of you who don't check my channel. And, I pretty much live about an hour and a half away from LA and about an hour and a half away from San Diego. So, I mean, kind of, I don't know, in between two major places. I don't really like huge cities. Okay, scratch that. I really don't like huge cities, so I don't really go into LA that often, like ever. San Diego's a really fun place. I like going to the beach. I went to the beach probably one time a week, every week this summer, and that was great because I am pretty fair-skinned and I've been trying to work on that. Do I have a favorite? Oh, how long have I been gaming? Well, I think, okay, well, that's kind of a repetitive question. I answered that already in one of the last ones, I think. Do I have a favorite Let's Player? Yes. My favorite Let's Players are Dylanju3000, aka Sven Degroot. Manga Minx, who has been on, what do you call it, Siesta for a while, because I know she's been dealing with some things. And then also Dark Chiron, who are all linked on my channel. All right. Favorite book. I really love classic literature. Dante's Inferno part of the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. Very, very old piece of literature, is one of my favorites. I don't think the Odd series by Dean Koontz is really great. the characterization that Dean Koontz does with Odd Thomas, the main protagonist, is excellent. I love it. It's quirky. It can be dark and lighthearted at the same time, and that's really great. So start with I would recommend start with Odd Thomas. Next is Forever Odd. Then I believe it's Brother Odd, and then Odd Hours. There's 4 books in the series. Really great. I love them. My favorite snack? Probably Cheez-Its. Although I do love beef jerky. Oh yeah, I love beef jerky. Beef jerky. But Cheez-Its pretty much all around. Not to sound like okay. Any pet peeves? Pet peeves. Yes, I have actually a good amount of pet peeves, and anytime I just stop to think about it, I can't really think of anything. But throughout my day, I will recognize, oh man, that just really burns me up. One thing is when people interrupt me while I'm talking. That's like a huge pet peeve of mine because, I mean, you shouldn't do that in general, not just to me, but if somebody's talking, you should act like give them respect and at least show them that you're listening to what they're saying and you care about what they have to say. So yeah, I really hate being interrupted. Pet peeves. Oh, this is gonna make some people mad. All right, one of my pet peeves is pronouncing words that begin with HU as you. Okay, for example, human. And I understand people are from different countries. They have an accent. This English isn't their first language, and that's totally fine. I understand that completely. It's just part of their accent. But people who English is their primary language, like I have some friends that I just grew up with, and they have no excuse for pronouncing human as human. Y-U-M-A-N. Like there's other words similar to that, but human's basically the most. I'm an English buff, and when people say human, I just want to say human. Ha 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 ha. Human. Okay, so really weird, kind of awkward, sort of. All right, so thank you for that, viewer who gave me those questions. Gosh, I'm gonna have to speed through some of these because there's a lot. Fire Snakeries, one of my favorite viewers that I like to read his comments. Let's see. You seem very smart and educated and particularly articulate, good with words and writing. What's your educational background, if you don't mind talking about it? Well, my educational background. All right. Well, I graduated high school in 2005, and I went directly to a university, UC, one of the UC schools here in California. I was there for a year, but due to financial complications, I couldn't continue studying there. And I left, and then now I am continuing in a community college, which is saving me tons and tons of money, but also ironically costing me tons and tons of time because community college systems aren't known for their, I don't know, for their, I guess, plethora of classes they offer. And so should be finished up there fairly soon and on my way back to a UC where I'll be finishing up my degree. What kind of writing have I done? I've done a lot of different kinds of writing. I started writing when I was 13. Ironically, we're going to get a little bit into this a little later, but not ironically, I suppose, but coincidentally, the first things that I started writing was Star Wars fan fiction because I was huge into Star Wars. It's very embarrassing and very nerdy, but there you have it. I actually have several stories that I wrote that aren't even finished, never finished, but they were 50, 60, 70 pages long. And I went back and reading them, and honestly, for being written by a 14-year-old or 13-year-old, I think that they were actually pretty good. I've also written a lot of poetry, which I am not inclined to share. Sorry, no, it's not available anywhere for your perusal. It's mostly for my satisfaction. Interested person, take a look. Yeah, so thank you, Fire Snakeries. Awesome name, by the way. When I first read your name, the very first comment that you left, because I can tell, guys, I read the name, Fire Snakeries, and I thought, fire, snake, That's a cool name, so kudos on that. The Commander Zero asked if there will be a Limbo Death creaming compilation. That's a great idea. There wasn't going to. There probably will be now when I get the time for it and when I get when I'm able to. Cats fighting with each other. Oh goodness. Alman LXVI. I know that's a Roman numeral, but I can't be bothered to add it up right now. Hey Rose, if I had rule of Rose, how could I get it to you? Uh, I I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, that's very, very kind and generous of you to offer. But I do all of these Let's Plays just for fun, for hobby, just because I enjoy doing it. And so in that way, I don't really know how I feel about accepting donations or accepting, like hard copies of games. If one were so inclined to gift me a game on Steam that I don't know that I suppose I would like to Let's Play but haven't been able to, which hasn't been an issue thus far, by the way, then I suppose that'd be all right. But thank you, Omen. But thank you. That's very kind of you. But I think I'll try to work something out. All right, Air Caliber says I should play Vampire the Masquerade. Okay, Dark Chiron did a playthrough of that game. It's awesome. He did it with didn't he? Male Malkavian. Very, very funny, interesting. He's pretty thorough about it too. He was very thorough about it. I played it. I beat it, but I would not Let's Play that game because there's a part that I couldn't do. All right, the hotel. All right, the hotel. That's it. I'm not even gonna say anymore. I could not play the hotel. I had nightmares for you because it's an older game, right? To this day, I will still have the occasional nightmare where I am in a haunted hotel, and it's terrible. It's terrible. It was just, oh my god, it was scary. So, great game. Love Vampire the Masquerade. I love how open-ended it is. I love all the options that you could do. Right, so if you were interested, take a look at Dark Chiron. Oh my god of awesomeness, OMG of awesomeness, who just happens to be the awesome individual that gave me my new background for my channel, asked if I could play The House or The House 2. Just because it was recommended by him, I looked into it. I watched like a little bit of other people playing it. That's too scary. I can't do it. Sorry. I'm sorry. Some stuff I just know right away that I just can't do it. Hawkeye A53B. How's Lady's training going? What are you teaching her? Any funny habits you've noticed about her? Her training's going great. She's doing really great. She's leash trained. She sits. She fetches. A couple of times she fetches very consistently, and she will bring it back to you and drop it in front of you. We're trying to get her to learn how to catch the frisbee in midair, but since she's kind of small still, she can't really run fast enough to get in front of the frisbee to jump and get it in midair, but she did it a couple times, so that's promising. Let's see, sit, lay down, fetch. Funny habits I've noticed about her. She's got some funny habits. I bought her so many toys. The moment I give it to her, anytime you give her a treat, a bone, a snack, an ice cube, she will immediately take it outside and put it in a pile. And sometimes throughout the day, she'll go out, collect all her toys, and bring them inside, put them in a pile inside the house, one by one. And then later that day, take them back all outside and put them in a pile outside. She's also gone so far as trying to drag her enormous pillow bed out through the tiny doggy door, which I find kind of funny because you'll just see the small puppy, dragging this enormous pillow bed down the hall, and you're like, lady, what are you doing? And then if you let her, she'll get all the way to the doggy door and try to pull it out the door. Oh, it's hilarious. She's adorable. She's great. She's the cutest. And she's a lot more rambunctious and energetic than she was when I showed the last video of her, because she's growing into her energy. Right. Tiger 100 Able. 100 Able. Am I into shooters? Yes, kind of. Yes, I am. Alice the Madness Returns, I looked into that. I was seriously considering it, but I don't really like platforming games that much, like platform jumping. And I don't know. I guess when I was really collecting all of my ideas for Let's Plays, that was on the list, and it didn't make the final cut, is what it comes down to. I just didn't think that I'd enjoy it as much as some of the other ones that I chose instead. Catherine, on the other hand, I said I was probably not going to do it, but I've heard a lot of really great things about it since the time when I first looked into it, so that's probably going to be on the list at some point. But like I said, with the way things are going right now, I can't really say when that's going to be. I already have the games lined up that I said I would do. I mean, we got Trauma, Bioshock 1 and 2, gotta finish The Longest Journey, and Resident Evil, so that's gonna take me some time. Am I going to do any more MMORPGs like Rift by Mr. Lawcool? Lawcool. Yes, I intend to be doing Star Wars The Old Republic when it comes out. So that's gonna be really great. Next. Googling stuff. What's your real name? It's Rose. Will you ever show your face? Probably not. What got you into gaming? My dad. I think I already covered this, yes, in one of the previous ones. My dad got me into gaming when I was very young. I used to watch him play Doom, Wolfenstein, what's that one with the little lemmings, Jill the Jungle, that kind of stuff, really young. And I didn't really have a lot of friends when I was in elementary school and middle school. So I suppose that that's kind of what I did instead, and that was perfectly fine. I think that that's perfectly acceptable. Yeah, Gamers Unite. Would you do Silent Hill? No. It would be too freaky. If you want to see Silent Hill, I would say, oh shoot, didn't Mangaminx do Silent Hill? If Mangaminx did not do Silent Hill, I know for a fact that Dark Chiron did some really excellent Let's Plays of Silent Hill 1, 2, I think he might have done 3 or may have not done 3, but he did Shattered Memories, which was also really good. His Let's Plays of the Silent Hill series are really thorough. He gives a lot of background and information about the games and some of the representations that you see there. So those are really great. Okay, so I think that is it for all the questions, just about all the ones that I saw. But I have one final announcement to make. Although I can't really say when I'll be back into doing videos, really frequently and consistently because of the reasons I mentioned at the beginning, I am working on some more Minecraft. Yeah, and to be fair, it's not because everybody's been really asking for it. It's more that patch 1.8 came out. It's essentially almost a whole new game. There's a lot of stuff to show, and I would like to start over a lot of stuff that hasn't been implemented, or that won't be implemented unless you start a new world. And I just kind of wanted to explore that myself. I don't know how long the addiction's going to take hold this time, but it should be pretty fun, and I can't promise that it's going to be a bunch of more videos, but at least a couple, I would say. So you can look forward to that. Anyways, guys, I really want to apologize that I've been sort of neglecting you, my viewers, and my channel with not doing a lot of activity as far as videos are concerned, but like I said, things have been actually quite difficult right now. Like I said, with the sick family member and some other things. So please be patient and understanding. And I love you guys. You can't see it, but I'm doing the hand heart. Love you. And I will see you hopefully soon in the games. Bye.